Hello everybody, welcome back to G Bears Off Gridways, Homestead in the Desert on March 23rd, 2020. All right, so here we are, March 23rd, 2020. That's how much rain I got last night right there. It's about 3/4 of an inch, which I figured out over here by breaking this down between 700 and 800, 725, 750, 775, 800. About 3/4 of an inch, 7/8 of an inch, so maybe an inch in between. So that's figure about 25 liters per unit, 25 and 25 liters of 50 liters total, and 50 liters comes out to about 13 gallons. So it wasn't very much. It was a sprinkle last night, but 13 gallons is 13 gallons. And then over here in my my blue barrels, I picked up a little bit in there too. Just about 3/4 of an inch or so in each one. So maybe an inch. I can see there's a line there against the wall where the dust that was, or dirt that was floating on the water, had left a ring around the tub, and then it shows me how much water filled in from there. So yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now for Dan. Dan, yeah, this is the system that I've got, and that is the outside antenna. Let me zoom in on it. And it comes with a mount that clamps onto a post. Oops, let me get you back and zoom there. Okay, it comes with a clamp that goes right onto a post, and it says 1.25 to 2 inch post. So that's where I've got it on, and then it comes in and goes into the window, and we'll go inside right now and I'll show you. The winds are blowing out here. It's been 21 miles an hour all day, so really didn't get a lot done today. My neighbor did come down. I went to the store and checked mail, and they needed some TP. And actually, yes, there was some TP. I just happened in the store and got the last 2 4-packs of TP for them. I've got plenty for myself, so I just got it for them. And I picked up a whole chicken, a roaster, big thing. Geez, I thought it was half a turkey when I looked at it. But yeah, I got a few things for myself there, and got my mail and got back here, and then just basically hunkered down for the day because the winds have been blowing. So I did show my neighbor the Fresnel lens. That's Fresnel, and it's actually pronounced Fresnel, Fresnel lens. And if you haven't seen that and you don't know what I'm talking about, go into my playlist and look under wind and solar and things, and you'll see I've got a couple of videos in there showing a Fresnel lens and how it works. And she was totally amazed that I had trouble holding it and just in my hands and focusing it on the sun because the winds were blowing. But I did get it to focus for like a fraction of a second, and it burnt 2 big spots in a piece of wood instantly. And she was amazed at that. So you might want to take a look at that video. It's pretty interesting. And while you're there in that same thing, you can look at my solar distiller unit. And I'm going to be rebuilding another one of those. Both my original Fresnel lens and my solar distiller got left behind when I moved up here because I was kind of like forced out of the place I had stayed in for 34 years because the grandkids had taken over the properties, and I had a great rental deal there. Well, the grandkids had taken over the properties, and they were selling all of the properties off and getting out of that landlord business, and I guess they were all going to retire. So I had a 30-day notice that they were selling the property, and I had to move. So I was in a rush to get everything out of there, and I left some things behind. But anyway, just wanted to let you know that. Okay, back inside, and Dan, here we go. This is the 4G home cell booster, And this is from the weboost. And this is also 3G, 4G, 1,500 square feet. Now, I don't know about what you were talking about, but here's the pieces that come with it. There's the outdoor antenna, there's the booster, and there's the indoor antenna. Okay, so we come over here, and these all had labels on them. This is the indoor antenna, just a little thing like this. Okay, and it has a very fine wire, kind of a coax cable that hooks to the bottom of the booster. Okay, and this is the booster. This is where the wire from the outdoor antenna out there comes in and connects, and this is the power connection. And you don't hook up the power until everything else is connected. That's important. It does say that. Do not connect booster to power until the system is fully installed. That could cause a problem if you do that. All right, so I got that covered, so you know what's going on there. Now, I made a little list with some notes here, so I know what to cover today. Okay, the next thing would be something I'm trying is Vicks vapo-rub. Has camphor in it. And from what I understand, rodents cannot stand the smell of camphor. So I got a jar of Vicks vapo-rub today at the store, and it cost me just under $4. And I took some cotton balls and dug some out and got a big ball on there, and I tossed them around the inside of the attic. And so far today, even when I was taking my nap today, not any sound at all up there. So hopefully that's going to work. If it does, I'll let you all know. All right, one more thing to step outside. I did get my hand spade completed, and you've heard of people with a green thumb, right? Well, I've got a golden hand spade. Yeah, it's spray painted to gold, and I got the rubber coating on the handle. I pull that tape off, so I have a nice line there. There's the little dimple I put into it to lock it into place on there. And there's my reusable hand spade, and I will be getting that back into the garden house because I've got some transplanting to do out there, and I wanted to make sure I had that done. All right, woo, that wind is nasty out there. Shredded another flag of mine. Came up on, I tried to take the flag down if it's going to be really super windy, but it came up on me surprising, and bang, there goes the flag, just frayed all of the ends of it. So anyway, yeah, I showed you the hand spade and the rain captures, and we're supposed to get more rain on Thursday out here. Originally they said every day this week, and now it's down to just Thursday, and it's only a 40% chance. So we'll see if anything comes out of that. All right. My neighbor was also telling me that the baby chicks are doing well. She showed me a picture of them, and it'll be a while before I get them, probably towards the end of April. She brought me some fresh eggs today from the hens that they have up there, and that gives me a dozen eggs, and it's a good thing because they didn't have any at the store when I was down there. But at least I've got a dozen here. That's 2 a day. I have 2 every morning, and so that's 6 days right there. And maybe I'll have eggs at the store next time. So great thing. All right. I think that about covers everything I had to cover today. It'll probably be, like I said, late April before the chicks are ready to come out of their protective box with their lamp to keep them warm and all of that stuff. And they'll be old enough to bring down here. And by then, the weather should be starting to really warm up out here. So they'll probably be prepared to be outside. I've got to go and pick up a bag of chick feed. Of course, I've got 4 weeks left to do that, so I don't have to rush out and grab them right away. But yeah, I will pick up a bag of chick feed, And because I'm getting 4 hens and a baby rooster, um, because I want the rooster to grow up with those baby hens. And Brewster in here, he's an older rooster, so I don't know if it would work out with him being around when the other chicks are ready to be introduced into the flock. Don't know if he'll have a problem with the other rooster. We'll have to see about that when all of that comes around, but I'll handle that when that part comes around. Otherwise, that's about it. And when I get the baby chick feed, I think they only sell it in pretty good sized bags. And I won't need it for that long because they'll be 6 weeks old at that point when I get them. And at 6 weeks, I'll I'll be feeding them on the chick feed, baby chick feed, but that'll only be for a short period of time before they switch over to start eating regular scratch and full bird size feed. So I told my neighbor that I would take what I figure I was going to need out of the bag of chick feed, and she could have the rest of it for her chicks, because I think they hatched 24 of them, and that's quite a good batch of chickens, and it could get expensive trying to raise those. So I'll try to chip in a little bit and help them out because they helped me out. I appreciate it, John Letty. Thank you very much, and I'll be talking to you soon. All right, everybody, that's it for today. G-Bear reminding you, give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Be having those giveaways pretty soon. You can't be in the contest for the giveaways unless you are a subscriber. And it's free, so you don't have to worry about paying anything to subscribe to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. It's all free. All right, G-Bear signing off.